Hello there, Mark Stevens with the Department of Fisheries and Wildlife, Michigan State University's Project FISH Program. Here I'm going to show you how to do a little casting today. I'm going to show you real close what we're using. This is our typical setup. It is a circle hook with a couple of split shots and then this slip bobber right here. See how that bobber slides up and down a line until it hits this little guy right here. That's called a bobber stop. It hits there, and that way the bobber's all the way down here when we're casting. So what I'm going to do is walk back here. Hopefully you'll be able to see all of this stuff, but this is how we set up typically for a casting program with kids. All right, so basically what we're using is a push button reel. Okay, a lot of people call them push button. They actually are called a Spincast reel, where you push this button in and it actually doesn't do anything but stops the line. See that? I push the line, push the button, and it stops the line. So in essence, it's a brake. All right, so when you push that in, the only time that that line will fall is if you release the button. So let's go ahead and let go of that. And you see how that button falls, or that line falls, just like that. And then you have to reach up, change your hand position, and reel it up. Let me show you that again. Push the button in, doesn't do anything. All right, I'm holding on to this grip right here. This is the rear grip I'm holding on. This is called the foregrip. All right, that's the push button there. So just go ahead and let that go and see how it falls to the ground. So now you just grab your hand up here at the foregrip, and then you just kind of start reeling, just like that, or cranking, that's called. All right, let me show you a couple of tips that we do with kids. All right, whenever I don't know if you'll be able to see this from far away or not, but see how I'm holding this? Am I holding this rod properly? I'm not holding it properly if I'm fishing, but I am holding it properly if I'm being safe. So right now I've got this with two hands. I say that to kids all the time. Two hands when you're walking from place to place. See that? I'm walking around. This is not dangling all around. Wherever this line is, wherever the tip is, that's where the line's going to be. See that? I move the tip over there, line goes. Move the tip over there, line goes. If I'm wiggling the tip around, look what's happening. So we try to control that a little bit by just holding in your hand, and it's always there. See that? All right. So now if you have your about 3 feet of line out, you can always set that rod tip down, put your arm around it, because you love your fishing rod. You put your arm around it. And then you can do whatever you want with this hook. You can actually put some bait on it. You know, you can get weeds off. You can actually take a fish off. So that's why I have this much line out. All right. So showing how to do that cast. Push the button in. Let it go. Let it hit the ground. So show kids how to do that. Switch hands. This is the big thing. This is an important thing. You're switching hands. Put your kind of thumb over the top of that hole a little bit. See that hole in the front? I put my thumb over top of that just to feel the line, because if there's a knot that goes in there or a loop, that could cause some problems down the road. All right. Sometimes people will hold the line too, just a little bit there in front, just to keep it tight. Push button, let it go, hit the ground. Pretty simple stuff. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have about 3 feet out. Watch what I'm going to do here. Push the button in, let it go, and push the button in right away. Push the button in, see how it stops every time? We got to teach the kids how to do that stop every time, okay? So that if it is a safety thing where it's going toward a bunch of trees or it's going toward somebody's head or whatever, you push that button in, let it go, you can stop it, and then it's a break. All right, simple stuff. So now when we teach an underhand cast, which is what all we do with kids, it's all you really need to fish. You can fish anywhere in Michigan when you have if you're covered by trees all the way around you. This underhand cast will always be effective for you. So watch, I'm just going to push my thumb in, and I'm going to get that bobber just kind of swinging a little bit. See, it's going away from me and toward me, away from me and toward me. When it's back toward me, what I'm going to do is just lift the tip of my fishing rod up and let it go out. Watch. Lift the tip of my fishing rod out and let it go out. Very simple. Kids can do that really easily as long as they understand lifting the tip of your fishing rod out. Now I've switched hands and I'm going to start reeling. Okay, just like that. And we'll try it again. Push that button in. Doesn't go anywhere until I release the button. cast it, and I can get it out there a little further each time I go. I can get it out there a little bit further. More practice, the better you get. If you're having a kid that's having troubles, you can have them actually hold the bobber like this. Okay, and then just drop the bobber, lift up and let go. Just like that, just a little flip cast with your wrist. It's all in the wrist. If you're gonna see kids out there casting with your arm back and forth, that's not gonna work very well, all right? Remember, that line is going underneath that tip. So if you're pushing it out, that line's coming back. So you just wanna have a little tip, just like that, all right? So practice that at home. Try that out, and we'll give you some more tips. Now again, I'm not reeling it all the way up to the top, because if I do that, see how that gets stuck up in the eye there? All right, see how that's getting stuck up in the eye? So I always just bring it about that much, and here's the key. I can go like this, let go of my handle, because the only time you're holding the handle is when you're casting. All right, you grab the rod right there. If you put the tip up, the tip is right up there. Look at that, it comes right to you. So now I've got my fish and everything. I can set it down, put my arm around it, and I can take off whatever. I can put new bait on, and then I'm ready to cast. Watch. Boom, catching fish. That's what we want kids to do. So have fun, have a great time, and practice.